Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 3 of Stardew Valley. It has been at least a week, I think actually 2 weeks, since we last played. Which is quite a while, but I was trying to get a better setup going. Stardew Valley was recorded on my laptop, but the problem is that I can only attach one USB at a time, So I can either use my mouse to make it easier to play, or I can use my mic so that there's actual good audio. And I paid good money for the mic, so I want to use the mic and the mouse so that it's easy to play and sounds good. But there's no way to do that on my laptop. So I had to purchase a USB port where basically it's a USB that is attached, that has like an input slot for 4 other USBs. So now I can plug 4 USBs into the machine and it will plug in to the laptop so I can use all of them at once. Which is why I'm able to use my microphone to record audio and my mouse to use for the game, which is great. And I am really excited about it. But yeah, so I had to wait for that to arrive after I purchased it because, who wants to continue recording with the stuff that they had when they know that something's better is on its way. And then today, I remember last time I don't think we made it down to, the mushroom farm because I had used up all of my... No, I think we did, because then we came back the other day. But let's just double check that really quick. Yes. Yep, okay, perfect. So, it's day 4 of spring. There's all kinds of stuff to do in this game, especially since this is modded, in case you guys forgot or didn't know. This is modded Stardew Valley, which means that there are a ton of add-ons and map locations that aren't in the base game. So maybe let's spend today exploring, and we can take you around to all the different places and just see what there is and try and get some foraging done today. And we have our fishing rod, so we can go fishing later too if we want. Oh, there's forage right there. But yeah, this is in the base game, this area. This whole thing is completely normal, but this one has like a redesign. It's in the base game, but it doesn't look like this usually. Here's Linus Camp. He's not in here, though. And he is Stardew Valley's homeless man. Super sweet guy. He usually hangs out by the lake. Yep, here he is. He doesn't trust you at the beginning of the game, but, the way this game works, if you don't know, is everyone you can meet, has like a social status, how much they like you. And you can give everyone 2 presents a week. So you can see we've given him his 2 presents for the week. And you can talk to everyone, I think once a week or once every day, like get special dialogue. And doing those things increases friendship. And they also all have birthdays and preferred items. So depending on what you give them, they will either like it, love it, dislike it, or like absolutely hate it. This is Robin's shop. We saw her at the beginning of the game. She fixed our house. She has a daughter and a son. Her son is Sebastian. He's usually the person I woo. Just because if you get void eggs, then you're just guaranteed. This is their daughter's room. I can't think of her name at the moment. This is Robin's husband, Demetrius. And he's a scientist, so he does all the sciencey stuff. I never noticed this. But yeah, and it looks like their daughter isn't here at the moment. I think her name is Maru, but I could be wrong. M-A-R-U, and of course, I doubt I'm saying it correctly. But yeah, this area is in the base game, and I don't recall them changing anything for this mod. But, in a couple days, we'll be able to go in here. And we'll have to make a decision about whether we're going to try and fix it or sell it. You can sell it to Joja, which is like this big corporation. It's in the first game. It's where we were working before we quit because we were, having all of the life drained out of us by our monotonous job. This is Haley. She's a jerk. You're that new farmer girl, aren't you? Oh, I'm Haley. If it weren't for those horrendous clothes, you might actually be pretty. Actually, never mind. Like, oh, I hate her so much. I hate her so much. But I do actually, funny enough, as much as I hate her, I do have a game where I did woo her. Just to see if I could. Oh, there she is. Hang on, can we get over there to talk to her? This is, Maru, yeah, Meru. Yeah, in the first couple days of the game, your goal is to meet everyone. Oh, there's the doctor, too. Hello, Harvey. But yeah, so our goal right now... Oh, they've even got posters and stuff. That's funny. I never noticed that. And this is Abigail. These are, I guess this is the place to go if you want to meet people. Go to the hospital. But then there's the board where you can see everyone's birthdays. Morris is the head of Joja. Lewis is the mayor. Haley's the jerk. Olivia's a new lady that they added to the game for, a Stardew Valley Expanded. And she owns, I think she owns a wine farm. Pam, she's the local drunk. Shane, he's another, young gentleman. He works for Joja, and he's also kind of really rude because he's depressed all the time. Andy is also added in Stardew Valley Expanded. Pierre owns the store. Emily works at the store. She's Haley's sister. And then these, you can see, there's little banners. Those are, dances. This is Grandma. I think her name is Evelyn? Yeah, Evelyn. And she's so sweet. And then also at the board, there's Help Wanted. So if we catch a smallmouth bass, we can give it to the cat, Mr. Ginger, and get 100 gold. Why the cat has gold, I don't know. This is Victor. He's Olivia's son. Also added in Stardew Valley Expanded. This is Pierre's store. This is where you go to buy stuff. She's added in Stardew Valley. No, maybe she's not. I don't remember if she's in the base game. Caroline. This guy lives on the beach. His name is Elliot. He's in the base game. And this is Pierre. Yeah, you can buy seeds and stuff from him, and we actually should do that because we want to make as much money as we can in the days leading up to the festival. Is there anyone in here we can talk to? I don't recall the shrine being in there. What? Altar of Yoba. Don't remember that. So that could be in the base game and I'm just a fool. Or that could be added in Stardew Valley Expanded. I really don't know. But yeah. Hey, there's Andy. And there's the dog! In the base game, you can't get in here and pet Dusty. You just see, like this whole thing is run down just says, beware of dog. Stardrop Saloon is where Emily works. And it's also where Gus is the owner of the Stardrop Saloon. I think earlier I said Emily works in Pierre's store. That's wrong. I was thinking of the Stardrop Saloon. So, here's Lewis's house. And you guys have already seen the beach because we went and got our rod. This is Sam. He's kind of like your typical football star, I suppose. Never wooed him. So that could be something we could do. This is the library where you bring stuff. And it looks like we're not going to be able to talk to him. But we met him the other day when we first came in here, so. Clint works up here. He owns the, smithery. I'm not sure. what it's called, but you can upgrade tools. You can get ore and stuff. It's all great. But we really haven't gotten to that part of the game yet because the mine is still blocked off. So later on we'll get there. This is Joja Mart. Oh, there's Pam. Claire. And then, yeah, all these shelves are like stocked with stuff. This is Shane. He hates it when you talk to him at work. So we're not really going to bother him. Andy. So he's a farmer. So he was added in Stardew Valley Expanded. And then there's Maurice or whatever his name is. I can't remember. He's a jerk. Mostly because he works for Joja. Pam, Olivia, I don't think we talked to her. We just saw her on the bulletin board. Hello. But yeah, and that's... Most of these areas that I've shown you are in the base game. Now she's off work. Ooh, I don't think we talked to her. Sophia, she's a new person in the game. When you go out this way is where we start to see things not the way they used to be. That's Vincent. He's a little boy. And he lives in this house. And then over here is the farm. Not our farm, but Marnie's farm. And this is her daughter, Jazz. And I think Shane also lives here. She's having an affair with Mary Lewis, by the way. Just a heads up. And there will be that kind of, like, it will be a recurring theme / joke throughout the game. But yeah, most of this stuff is not the way it is in the base game. It looks very different. There's new farms and stuff. But I kind of want to get back and plant these potatoes before it gets too late to do that. So, yeah. That's one of the problems with having such a big map is that it's impossible to go everywhere every day. So it can be kind of difficult to navigate as well. Very easy to get lost. But that's okay. It'll just take time to get used to it. Normally I would separate this out and I wouldn't do it all in one giant crop plot, but I'm feeling lazy. Excuse me. Yeah, there's 7 in a row. So we're going to need part of 1 row. And let's sell the forage because we don't get any energy from that. And we'll run over and sit down so that we get full energy. And then run back so we can water the plants before we go inside. But yeah, usually we get to go through 2 days in an episode. This day ran kind of long because we stopped and checked so many things. But we will still do a second day. And we're going to have to figure something out because if we go through this whole game 2 days per 20-minute episode, it is going to take a really long time to get anything done. And maybe that's what we want. Maybe we just want to chill and just use this game as kind of just a chill, like, conversation game. In which case, you know, only doing 2 days is fine. But if you guys want to see more happen in an episode, it'll just require more editing on my part to kind of condense the days. I thought maybe if we want to use this as a chill talking game anyways, but get more done, I could like record like 5 or 6 days and then edit it so it plays at like 2 times speed or 3 times speed, and then make a voiceover of the gameplay. But of course, if we do that, then all of the audio from the game, all the music and stuff like that will be scrapped. Uh-oh. So it's just something to think about. It's totally up to you guys. And I suppose maybe we'll do a poll in the comments of this video to decide that. Whether you guys would like to leave it as it is 2 days at a time and kind of do these kind of chill talk story-ish things or whatever. Or if you guys would like to speed it up and still do story, but like have it at 2 times speed. Or whatever. So I'll just have to remember to put a comment poll. Day 5. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I guess maybe day 1 was its own episode, because this is episode 3, so we should be on day 6. Stupid crow. But if it's day 5 and we did one day, we would have had to one episode we would have had to do 1 day, and another episode we did 2, and then this one we're doing 2. Right, so she lived up on the mountains, and she's stuck up there right now because of all of the fallen rocks. Backpack, Joja. So now we have access to the mines. Let me chop down this tree so we can see our crops. Uh-oh. Evidently I missed one when I was watering last night. And you can tell because it's not at the same stage of growth as everyone else. Now if we look here, getting started, we get 100 gold for completing this. It was sowing and reaping. Reach farmer level 1. Parsnips. Build a coop. Nope, we're not ready to do that yet. But do we have... No. We're not farmer level 1 yet, so... Although, that should get us to farmer level 1. I'm pretty sure. And then what was the delivery one? Smallmouth bass. I think we catch those in the river here. Let's just make this... Okay, well, first of all, I've got too much stuff in my inventory to actually be able to do much of anything right now. We need to start saving up wood and, I think, stone to build a coop. And then we can get chickens. But, in the meantime, we will fish. But yeah, so I suppose since this day is going to be a chill fishing day... Ooh, we should also go check out the mine. Let's try to get the smallmouth bass to bring to Mr. Ginger. And then, if we can't get one in our first couple casts, then we'll go to the mine. Because I should show you that, too, since it's just been opened. Well, this is taking unusually long. There we go. Joja Cola. Disgusting. It's even marked as trash. I don't even remember if it sells well. All these soggy newspapers. Please be a smallmouth bass. Or something that sells well. Oh! Hello! Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We need that for, restoring the community center too, I think. So I will definitely take that. Thank you. No! There we go. I was gonna say, don't do this to me. I'm trying so hard. Like I said, I'm bad at fishing. Okay. Hello. I could be completely wrong about being able to get smallmouth bass from here anyways. And some fish have like really specific spawning conditions, like it has to be raining in spring, or you know, you can only find it when it's raining in summer, or you can only find it when it's raining in fall. In spring it rains quite frequently, but summer and fall it doesn't rain that much. Well, I think in the summer you have thunderstorms quite often. Smallmouth bass. That's what we're looking for. We're gonna save one of the shad in our chest, and we're gonna sell the other one. And you guys might think I'm crazy, but I'm also gonna save that. Because later on in the game you can get a recycler that where am I gonna find Ginger on a day when it's raining? Probably in his house. But yeah, so later on you can get a recycler that you can use to recycle trash. And I can't remember what all you can get for recycling soggy newspaper, but you can get something. Marnie, is Ginger here? There he is. Little Mr. Ginger. He's not in the base game, but he is adorable. So have a fish. And he speaks. I didn't know that, actually. So, there you go. That cat speaks English. I was not ready for that. I was not expecting that at all. But yeah, he's adorable. You can't get through that way. You used to be able to get through that way, and I would always sneak through their yard, but now they have it fenced in, so you can't sneak through anymore. Which kind of makes sense, but at the same time, why would you do that? Nothing going on today, nothing on the board, no jobs on the board either. Yeah, and then probably in the next day, I think. What day is it that you're able to unlock the community center? It's like, in order to unlock the community center, in order to get the cutscene, it has to be like past day 5, or is it past day 7? Past one of those days, as long as you enter town before 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, it's like oddly specific, but also kind of not specific at the same time. I don't know, it's weird. Here we go. This is the mines. And that guy is named Marlin. I almost called him Marin. Marlin. Oh, I don't think we've met the wizard yet either, have we? But yeah, this guy gives us a sword. And he owns the Adventurers Guild, which in the base version of the game is right close by to the mine. But in Stardew Valley Expanded, it's in town. So it's by the river in town. Yeah, and then I think reach level 5 in the mine. But yeah, this is the mine. And in order to go down, you have to break these rocks, and eventually one of them will give you a ladder. Now, depending on how the spirits feel every day... Oh, hey. will determine how good of loot you get and how quickly you find ladders leading down. The farther down you go, the better the resources get, but also the more enemies and the more difficult it gets. This is a slime. Slimes are like a common enemy in almost every game you can find. And there's also these little bug dudes that drop bug guts. Bug meat? Yeah, bug meat. That you can use to make fishing bait, and I think bug meat sandwiches, and just, it's kind of gross. But yeah, and then that little rock you saw me break a minute ago that gave me copper ore is a copper ore vein, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so we have energy, and then you'll see now that we're in the mine, we have health. And if you run out of health, then you pass out. And you either get found or you wake up in the hospital. So you can either wake up at the entrance to the mine by somebody who was in the mine that found you. And it'll tell you, hey, you lost, or you paid them this amount of money. You lost these items in the mine. I want to eat that cave carrot for more energy. Which is a bit of a shame because you also need those for completing the community center, but we don't have to worry about that for a while, and the farther down we go, the more likely we are to find something valuable, so use a cave carrot in the hopes of getting something better. But yeah, copper ore is important because 5 copper ore can be smelted to make 1 copper bar, and then 5 copper bars are used to upgrade any of your tools to copper tools, which makes them slightly better. And you can't upgrade it farther until you've got them to be copper. So you need to upgrade your item to copper, then you can upgrade it to iron, then you can upgrade it to gold, then you can upgrade it to iridium. And each of those steps requires 5 bars of whatever the substance is that you're upgrading it to. So we will be in this mine a lot. Okay. Well, it looks like this might be our last level if we don't find the way down soon. Yeah, every level has... Oh, there we go. Every level has at least one way to go farther down. And, that's valuable. We'll get rid of this line. There we go. Level 5 in the mine. Now we need to reach level 40, and it doesn't even give us a reward for making it this far. But yeah, every level has at least one way down, either from breaking rocks or from killing one of the mobs in the floor. You'll be able to find it. And these guys sometimes drop bombs, so they are good to kill. Although difficult. And crab sells well, too, so. But yeah, that's going to be the end of our mine excursion, because I'm running out of energy. And, do we still have 50? Yes, we do. I do have the teleport from anywhere key, which immediately takes us home in exchange for 50 energy. So, that's great. Let's spend the rest of the day fishing, because we can charge up there, and that'll give us money. Let's put you away, too. Do we have the recipe for fish bait? But we can't use it on this pole. So, but yeah, so every level in the mine has at least one way to get down. Oftentimes there's multiple ways to get down. Later on, we'll gain access to a place called the Skull Cavern. Skull Cavern? Skull Caves? I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's significantly more difficult to clear than the mines are. has, I think, infinite levels. I'm not really sure. It might have a limit on how far down you can go. But it also has, like, holes that take you down unknown number of floors. And so every time you hop in it, you don't know how far down it's going to take you. Obviously, the deeper you go, the more difficult it is, which is really saying something because it's already difficult as it is. That was weird. It was like my mouse key got stuck. Yeah. I'm terrible at fishing, and this is with the easy fishing mod. So you can see that the fish isn't really moving that much, and I'm still struggling. Which is why I have the easy fishing mod. And the more you level up your fishing rod and your fishing skill, the easier it gets. So, that's cool. And this episode's going to be a long one. We're already at 30 minutes. So, that's a yikes. But I don't want to do only one day per episode. That wouldn't be fun. And it's almost the end of day 2, so we're fine. Oh! So that's something we can take to, the library, the museum. I called it a library earlier. It's the museum. And he collects artifacts. As a museum does. So it makes sense. But yeah, so we can turn that in there. And once you get 60, you get the key. Once you give him 60 items to store in the museum, he gives you the key to the sewers. Which is where you can find and trade with Krobus. But that probably won't happen for a long time. So do not fear. I suppose I never went through it in the previous episodes. But, day-night kind of clock. Weather, season, time. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, time, date, money, journal, phone. On the phone call, when you start making friends with people, you can call people, you can change like how it looks and stuff. So that's all cool. Health. If you get injured, then it's the health bar stays. If you're not injured, then it won't appear unless you're in the mines. And energy, which, you know, goes down the more you do, and if you run out of energy, you pass out. Okay. TV, picture, window. Funny thing about the window is that you can pick it up and you can move it wherever you want it. So, rug, plant, all of this furniture in this house is movable too, including the TV. Farmer proficiency 1. Yeah, parsnips, 35 gold each. 25 gold. So, there you go. Shad is 60 gold. Crab is 100 gold. Like I said, crab is where it's at, man. If you can get crabs, then you're all set. And then another good animal to keep is cows, because you can turn the milk into cheese, and that sells well. Sheep are good because you can make cloth from their wool. Oh, here's Clint. So now we can make a furnace that we can smelt our copper. But yeah, that'll happen in the next episode probably. This is gonna be where we leave it because we're gonna have to go back through all of this at the next episode anyways because it won't save again now that it's the next day. It saves every night, so But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm sorry that it took so long to make another episode. But hopefully I'll be able to figure out a schedule or a way to record. Our friend is at our house right now. My sister's coming back from college pretty soon. And so then, of course, it'll be me trying to balance recording around spending time with other people. But we'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.